In Genesis 24, elderly Abraham, nearing 140 years old, makes a solemn oath with his trusted servant Eliezer. He insists Isaac must not marry a Canaanite, but a woman from his Mesopotamian homeland, Haran. This reflects Abraham's faith in God's covenant, descendants inheriting Canaan. Archaeological evidence shows Mesopotamian Canaanite cultural clashes around 2000 BCE, making this a strategic spiritual decision. Eliezer departs with 10 camels, a symbol of wealth, carrying gold, spices, and bridal gifts. The 550-mile journey to Nahor would take 3 weeks. Camels, domesticated around 2000 BCE, were essential for desert travel. Ancient trade routes, like the King's Highway, connected Canaan to Mesopotamia. Eliezer's prayerful preparation mirrors Mesopotamian traditions of seeking divine signs for major decisions. At Nahor's well, a social hub, Eliezer prays for a specific sign, a woman offering water to him and his camels. Wells like Abraham's servant's well, Bir Lahai-roi, were critical in arid regions. His test reflects ancient hospitality customs. Watering 10 camels required drawing over 100 gallons, an act of extraordinary kindness. This moment parallels later biblical well encounters, e.g., Moses and Zipporah. Rebekah, identified as Abraham's great-niece, performs the exact sign, drawing water for 10 camels. Ancient jars could hold 3 gallons. This meant 30-plus trips. Her actions exceed hospitality norms, showcasing strength. Drawing from deep wells required skill and generosity. The narrative highlights her agency, unusual in patriarchal societies, as she initiates the conversation with Eliezer. Eliezer presents a gold nose ring weighing half shekel, 5.7 grams, and 2 bracelets, 10 shekels total, worth a worker's annual wage. Such gifts sealed betrothal contracts in Mesopotamia. The nose ring's design matches artifacts from Ur, c. 2000 BCE. Rebekah's acceptance, without family consultation, shows her boldness, contrasting with later biblical marriages negotiated by fathers. Rebekah's brother Laban, later pivotal in Jacob's story, appears, drawn by the jewelry. Mesopotamian texts show brothers often mediated marriages. Eliezer recounts Abraham's wealth, flocks, silver, servants, and God's guidance. The family's meal, unleavened bread, lentils, and goat meat, matches Mesopotamian hospitality menus found in Mari tablets. Laban and Bethuel acknowledge God's hand, saying, "This is from the Lord." Ancient Near Eastern cultures viewed water divination and answered prayers as divine signs. Their consent contrasts with later resistance to Rebekah's departure. The narrative emphasizes God's sovereignty. Rebekah's family, though initially hesitant, ultimately submits to providence. When asked if she'll leave immediately, Rebekah responds, "I will go," a decisive moment. Ancient women typically married at 14 to 16. Rebekah's willingness to travel 550 miles with strangers reflects remarkable faith. Her nurse Deborah, later mentioned in Gen 35:8, accompanies her, showing Mesopotamian customs of sending female attendants with brides. Isaac is meditating in the field, likely near Bir Lahai-roi, Genesis 24, a site of Hagar's theophany. His evening routine mirrors Mesopotamian practices of contemplation. The text notes he lifted his eyes to see the camels, a detail emphasizing divine timing. Their meeting at dusk symbolizes transition, as Rebekah leaves her past for a covenantal future. Isaac brings Rebekah into his mother Sarah's tent, a profound act. Ancient tents represented dynastic continuity. Sarah's empty tent signified unresolved grief. Rebekah's entry marks her as Sarah's spiritual successor. The phrase "he loved her," verse 67, is the Bible's first recorded romantic love, contrasting with political marriages of the era. Their union fulfills Abraham's vision of a covenant family.